Hello and welcome everyone. Happy New Year to you. We are here live Monday to Friday, 8 till 9. Come and join us. Come phone in and come and take part. Tonight, we've came on air a little bit early because not only is it gardening news, that's it, Monday, gardening news. Tuesday is a chatter. Wednesday is ground force bingo. Thursday is garden hack day, running through them all, thanks Lee. And Friday is the best of show. We are not only bringing you tonight the gardening news, we are also bringing you live reaction from the Boris Johnson chatter. Is that what I'm sure he's... It's not James Bond, is he? It's James Boris Johnson here. We're gonna close your schools. We're gonna find out tonight what Boris has to say is coming up about 8 o'clock. But we already know that he's going to be a little bit slow, a little bit left behind. You know what he's like. You know what he's like, everyone. But we'll be bringing you live reaction from that, plus the very best gardening news, everyone. So be ready for that. Let's get on with it.
This is a Syndicated Gardener Dotson.
Happy New Year indeed. Mr. Jackson's in the comments. How you doing? Ian Bed Dodos. Ian Bed Dodos. How you doing, my friend? I missed you over Christmas. I cannot believe, right? I know we started a little bit early. Hello to anyone that's joined us. Anyone new? Put yourself in the comments. And hey guys, you can zap yourself in tonight with just this link that I've just whacked into the comments right now. You can zap yourself into the conversation. And if you're worried about what Boris has to say, then we'll be giving you live reaction. In this ear, I've got you guys. In that ear, I've got Boris Johnson. So I'll be able to tell you exactly what he's got to say. It's great to be here. Great to be back. Only 1 hour shows, but 5 days a week. So balance that out. I hope you had a good one. I hope you had a great Christmas. I had a great Christmas. I think I mentioned it in the New Year's show, but such a good Christmas and a good New Year's as well. We had a really great New Year's. Thanks to everyone that watched the New Year's show. It was a lot of fun to put together. We did some amazing stuff in 2020, right? And I really did enjoy that. We enjoyed starting in September with these live shows, which was so great. I loved it. And we did so much too. Stuart Jackson says, looks like no school gardening for tomorrow, I think. We're going to find out any minute. In about 2 minutes, Boris Johnson's going to come on and I'll let you know what the score is there. Richard Suggett says, hey, dude. Trial. Trial. If anyone watches Richard's show, you'll understand that from last night's show. Don't his shed look good? Talking about New Year's resolutions. We've got a few from him, no doubt. Yeah, so tonight we've got gardener news, we've got Boris news, and also we've got your New Year's resolution. 0742 357 4520. If you want to call in tonight, zap yourself into the conversation. Tell me what your New Year's resolution is. I'm going to tell you mine later on in tonight's show, although we've only got an hour. It's going to go so fast tonight. I know that by tomorrow I'll be like, oh, I need to do 2 hours. Please bring back the 2 hour show. But it should be great. Hey, if you listen to the podcast, wicked. Thanks so much for listening to the podcast over Christmas. We put out some great ground force bingos, which I loved. I loved them so much. If you listen to the podcast, fantastic. It's not going to go out daily, so you won't be able to listen to this instantly on the podcast, but you will be able to listen to the best of. So on Sunday, I'll release the best of the week. If you're up for that, if that's cool with you guys. So Jackson says, trial. So it says, my New Year's resolution is grow more veg and make more money for charity. Well, actually, that's really funny because it's not funny. It's brilliant because I know that Stuart sells loads of flower plants and all sorts of plants really for charity. And bringing in veg, it's a great idea, right? Like everyone wants veg. Oh, I love if my school, I'd even have some. I'd even do it. I'd take a few veg plants if they were selling them outside the school. Should probably bring that into the school program. I mean, we've I thought Boris Johnson was going to turn up early there, but he's not. If you've been following my journey over the past 4 or 5 months on this show and with the school garden and stuff, unfortunately today we had to make a bit of a decision about what we were going to do. Oh, hold on a second. Here we go. So Boris Johnson is live, but it's not a normal live broadcast, guys. So we'll start the show properly after he chats. But he's given us a big round of applause. Unfortunately, I can't play this live on the show because I'll get done for copyright by BBC, I think. He's worried though. I'm not sure about what you guys think. I feel like we might go into lockdown. What is lockdown though? That's the question. Olive was on a day off today. So I'm listening to Boris just to see what he's going to say. I think he's going to say it's going to be a lockdown, guys. Olive had a day off today. Of course you would, just after Christmas. And she's gutted that she couldn't go back to school tomorrow. She's gutted. There's some real negatives at the moment. Boris is saying some real bad facts, guys. He's talking about us all being in tier 4. Anyone not in tier 4? Stuart Jackson not in tier 4. How's that even possible? Talking about the vaccines. Yeah. Ooh. It makes me shiver when he says national lockdown. I think. Oh, it makes me a little chill going back there. I think what we're going into, team, is another lockdown. It's a breaking news. We should have a breaking news thing come up on the screen right now. You want to find out more? Check out the government website. It's saying. I'm gonna come off. Should I come off his anger about 5 minutes, isn't he? Just seeing what primary school's doing. I think we're gonna lockdown team. Nursery's still open. No exams. Should we start the show again? What a downer to start it on. It doesn't sound like any change except schools closed. I don't think so. I think the lockdown we're having, I think there's been so much conversation. I mean, I don't know what it's like in your household at the moment. But is it really a lockdown? I don't know. I'm going to take this out my ear now. I'm fed up with Boris. Thanks, Boris, for that. Should we start? Let's put it right down. What way to start the show? I thought I'd start early though, and say hello, if that's all right, and see what Boris had to say. I don't think he's got much more to say. I think we all knew that was going to happen. Should we start the news properly? We've got some proper gardener news over the next hour for you, and I want to hear your New Year's resolutions. Let's do it.
This is a Sunday Gardener. Dotson.
I think we all had a feeling that was going to happen, didn't we? Welcome to the Skinny Jean Gardener Show, everyone. 2021. We are here Monday to Friday. Let's hear that bell again. Hit the positivity bell, everybody. We are here Monday to Friday. I hope you're all well. Yes, so Stuart Jackson is going to be growing more veg to sell. I think that's such a great idea for charity. I think that he raised, I can't remember how much. Did he raise about £1,000 last year? I mean, during COVID times, that's pretty good. Put in the comments, Jackson. I can't remember how much you raised last year. But I want to hear from you tonight. What is your New Year's gardening resolution? Also, we've got some news stories tonight. These are the stories coming up. Monty Don delighted as Christmas Monty Don delighted as Christmas being over means he can spend more time in his garden. I think that could be a few people might feel like that. I don't know about you. Also, we've got celebrity gardeners predict the challenges of 2021, and I'll give you my challenges that I feel like we could be coming up against. And plus, go green in your own garden. New Year's resolutions coming from the Rossshire Journal. Yeah, I know. I've never heard of them either. But we are going to read that story tonight. Let me tell you my garden resolutions, because I know a few people. In fact, let me just have a little look on my Twitter, because loads of people got in touch. Loads. Calm down, Lee. People got in touch. Please do call in 0742 357 4520. I think I remembered the phone number there, guys. A few people got in touch about my question: what is your gardening New Year's resolution? And let's see what people were saying over there. As my computer's going very slow tonight. Come on, wake up, guys. Wake up. Over £1,000 worth of prizes went out tonight. I've got to get in touch with some of you, because I know some of you won some prizes. I need your addresses from last week's 12 shows of Christmas. Seems like such a long time ago now, doesn't it? Where's the bit where people were telling me? I've lost it. Where's the little bit that... Hang on. There was a tweet that went out, and loads of people, about 4, got in touch. Got in touch and said, "Oh, I know what my New Year's resolution is going to be." Here we go. So in the comments for New Year's resolution, Ali Cat's Patch, everyone, great name, is to learn to pick my produce at its optimum and not end up with a monster-sized cabbages or parsnips, etc. That would have tasted better if they were harvested earlier. I think we'd all agree, anyone that grows vegetables, the smaller the veg, the tastier. It seems to, when they get a bit too big, like courgettes, for instance. If you pick courgettes when they're, courgettes can come out now. I'm using measurements, Lee. About 10 centimeters long. I pick them about 15 centimeters, a bit longer. About 15 centimeters long, maybe. They can, if I leave them, grow up to 30, 40. Is 50 a bit too big? About 40, 50 centimeters. I told you I was rubbish at calculations. They don't half taste better, team. They don't half taste better when they're small, honestly. So, if they're small, pick them. I mean, who's ready for I'm already missing. This is a time of year where I'm missing a courgette glut. I'm missing that. Deb says to fence off part of her garden and turn that part into a natural area. Maybe with some help from a gardener partner or even a gardener neighbour. Oh yeah, get them on board. Get them on board, Deb. Definitely. So funny tonight. Actually, not tonight. This week, I've been thinking a lot about gardening. We've got I'm not going to talk about it too much, but a new studio coming up and a new garden. And after seeing Deb's comment tonight, I'm thinking that I've got a new garden that we're going to be doing up. It's going to be like a wild garden. I've already got my garden at home here at SJGHQ, but another garden. I don't want to have too much to do. A wild garden with trees and letting the grass grow and wildflowers and a place for bees. I mean, we'll get into this later on in the year, no doubt. We'll design it together. But that's what I'm thinking. That's my plan, team. Something easy. I like your thinking, Deb. I like your thinking. Graham says, grow more flowers and less onions at the allotment. It will never happen. Why? Why not? Unless you love onions, then that's great. Go for it, Graham. Go for it. Life on Pig Row got in touch. Gonna build a new courtyard garden. A new courtyard garden. That's quite a nice idea, isn't it? I like the idea of that. A lovely little courtyard garden. I mean, I did build one just outside the shed. May have seen it when I did used to show my garden, but next to the taxi, we made like a little courtyard area, which is quite nice. Hopefully, when the sun's out, we're gonna have a few little drinks. Not many, obviously, not with other people. Who knows? Not with other people. Grosso Cook said to get a gardener to help with some weeding. Weeding's one of those things, isn't it? I mean, if you go natural gardening, like I am in 2021. The weeds are the beauty of it. The weeds are just a plant in the wrong spot. Is that what they say? Something like that. Greedy Garden says, turn my compost more, rock and roll. I'm with you. I actually agree with you. One of the things that I've got is now what are they called? A hot bin. A hot bin. I've not opened it for a while. I had a little look on top, right? And some of it's not really shifting. It's not very warm in there. Someone, I'm not naming names, it comes with like a little bottle and you put hot water in it and chuck it in there. And it's meant to heat it up. Someone recycled that. I'm not going to name who it was. It wasn't me. But we've not got that anymore. Although I suppose I could just get big plastic bowls and do the same sort of thing to heat it up. I don't think it's quite warm enough in there at the moment. If you've got a hot bin, let me know what you think. But I am thinking taking out the bottom. I know it's going to be good stuff at the bottom. And just flipping it over. I don't need it at the moment. So just give it a little rotate. Get the stuff that I want to rot down and get it to the bottom of the pile. That's the plan anyway. I'm not sure I'm going to do that yet. That's keep me to that, team. Keep me to that. Let's see what everyone else is saying. Sug says, get a greenhouse or polytunnel and get courgettes in March. Yeah? What? I mean, yeah? If you wanna. I mean, I love a courgette, don't get me wrong, but I don't know if I need them that early. Maybe saying get courgettes in March. Get them in. Still. I mean, I had a friend of my mate Jason. I talk about him a lot. My mate Jason at a greenhouse. He put courgettes in there and we were getting courgettes for weeks. And it was one of them neighbour jobbies. Here you go. You want a courgette? Who are you? I'm your neighbour. Courgette. That sort of thing. Dan. Holly, happy. Is it that a song? Holly, happy. Oh no, New Year. Happy New Year to you, Dan. Dan's Kitchen Garden Allotments. Prize coming to you. Happy New Year. Hope you had a good New Year. Lockdown. Hashtag lockdown free. Thanks, Dan. What's this Beto saying? Alert, level 5. Is that a terror threat? I don't know. Let's not go into that too much. Yes, so it said, so you were talking about the school project. Yes. So, everyone. Amazing progress with the school project. Really happy with it. Today we made a decision because of Olives is off school, so we realised that this was probably going to happen, which does mean that you get pumped. You get pumped for the year, don't you? Pumped. 0742 357 4520 if you want to call them, by the way. You get pumped for a new year, new start, new diary. What's in the diary? Nothing's in the diary, but something's going to go in that diary. New schedule. I've scheduled my days so much better, so much easier, more productive. And then Boris Johnson, well, actually not Boris, Scotland more than anything, popped their heads up and said, well, we're going to do this. And I said, well, keep your voice down because Boris might hear. He did hear. My point is, with the school project, we were going to launch it. Firstly, we're going to launch it today. We're not doing that. Then we pushed it. We pushed it to February, start of Feb. I should really speak to the amazing people part of this. They're getting an email tomorrow, so maybe I should have talked about it on here. But anyway, we pushed it to Feb. Very excited about that. But unfortunately, we're going to push it now to September, just because of what's going on. School Garden Success Plan is going to be pushed to a launch in September. It gives us a bit more time to do bits, but we were meant to be filming this month. Obviously, we're not going to film now after this has popped up. I mean, can you call filming for school? Maybe you could, but we're not going to do it during lockdown. We're not going to film during lockdown. So yeah, that's been put back. So it's going to be a tough one. It's going to be, it's just going to be put back till September, basically, Stu. And there we go. I don't know what to tell you. So it's a shame, innit? But we rock on. We rock on, Mr. Jackson. Call in, guys, if you've got any New Year's resolutions, or click the link. £1,080 for Brain Tumour Charity. And this year he'll be selling vegetables and flowers. So hopefully his target, Mr. Jackson's target, is £1,500. £1,500 is Mr. We're going to keep him to that. Let's see how he gets on. We'll try and push it as well. So we'll try and push it along. Oh, great to see Mr. Mackie in the house. Hello, Mackie. September could be a great time, he says. So many jobs that can be done with long-term benefits. Well, we always said, didn't we? We always said it's going to be a year-long thing. So, if you start in September, you still get exactly the same thing. You need to keep gardening throughout the year, like this man.
Hello. Happy New Year.
How are you doing, mate?
I'm not doing too bad. Hashtag lockdown free. Need a new haircut.
Oh, God. You should be going hairdressers when you could. How are you doing? What's been going down? Do you have a good Christmas, good New Year's?
Extremely busy. Extremely busy. We all got told to cancel annual leave, and we had to go into work.
Oh my gosh, mate. That's
so.
Done.
Yeah, and then you get this lockdown, and it's like, woohoo!
Yeah. Or holiday, I suppose. I don't know.
Yeah, and that's it. We don't know how much it is, but it's going to be a good year. Hopefully, towards the end of it.
Yeah, man. What's your New Year's? Dan, you must have a New Year's resolution
to lose weight.
Well, now listen. So I was on the phone to my mum and dad the other day. They said New Year's resolution. We're going to go on a diet. And they said, are you going to go on diet? I said, nope. Because, man, I don't know about you, mate. I say it every single January. And if anything, I get bigger.
This last year, I've put on near enough 2.5 stone, 3 stone. Obviously, because of lockdown. So I'm blaming the lockdowns. It could be.
you can blame on that, but I'm pretty sure Boris said you'd go out for exercise, mate, if you wanted to.
Yeah, so I want to get down back to a reasonable weight and put more effort in at the allotment.
Well, that's it. Do you know what people always say, Dan, is down the allotment is like the best exercise. Do you think that is just something that people say to try and entice people to garden, or do you? Because I've been gardening for 7 years now. If anything, I put more weight on over the last 7 years. I feel like gardening's made.
If you dig the allotment and it's nice and wet like it is now, wet and cold, you might lose a bit of weight. But who can be bothered to go down the allotment in this extreme weather we're having at the moment?
And also, like now, we're sort of going into this whole no dig thing, aren't we? So
yeah, I've seen quite a bit of that. Yeah, I've seen quite a bit of that this year, and I'm still going to do it the normal way.
Oh, you're going against the tide. You're like salmon, mate. You're going against the tide.
Yeah, I like the good old traditional. Get in and dig it.
Yeah.
But I just watched Boris' speech, and he said that it's he didn't say anything about exercise. So I'm hoping that exercise is still on the agenda, that we can still go down the allotment.
I think so. I'm pretty sure last year we were in March. We were allowed, were we, or not? I can't remember.
We were allowed, yeah, but he did mention it last year. You were allowed out for physical exercise, but when he just come on, he's just said that you're only allowed out for essential shopping and caring and doctors. So it'll be quite interesting to see.
We'll wait and see what happens. I'm sure Sean James Cameron pop up at some point and be the voice of allotment here, mate.
Feel that, bro.
But there you go. I want to. I was thinking. I've not done it yet. I can't say I did it tonight. So I had pork chops tonight. I'm thinking about going vegetarian, Dan.
I like my chicken, so
I know what you're saying. I mean, Nando's ain't open at the moment, but as soon as it does open, I'll be regretting it, won't I?
that's it. But instead of going to Nando's, all you need to do is go to Tesco's and you can buy the Nando's sauce.
Good, innit?
And you just give a little paste to the chicken breast you got in the oven, put it in there for 15 minutes. Perfect Nando's.
I mean, complete tangent, mate, but they actually do something now where you know, like you put chicken and shake it in a bag.
Yeah.
They're doing Nando's version of that, but that's a complete tangent. So, mate, if you are allowed to go down the allotment in this lockdown, I'm guessing, are you going to be furloughed? I'm guessing, are you?
No, I'm not, because I'm working in a residential home, so.
Oh yeah, of course.
I've got to work right the way through it.
Furlough myself. See you later. Oh, so you're not going to feel the benefit of being able to get down the allotment much more?
No, not at all. But the allotments are going to look pretty beautiful, like they did last year.
Yeah.
So, I'll tell you what, it's going to be the second year in a row I've been on the allotment. I haven't seen one vacant allotment. So,
wow, well, that's got to be good. That's a good sign, isn't it? Surely.
It's a good sign, yeah. But we have to keep them thieves off the allotment with the Tesco's.
Yeah, exactly. On your allotment, Dan, what would you say the age range is?
I'm probably one of the younger ones. Me and my brother, because my brother's got one about 6 plots down, and we're probably the younger ones. So I would say anything from about 30 to 80. I think we've got a bloke at 80 years old on there.
Oh, it must be cool to have your brother down there as well. Like, I know from gardening with my brother, we're pretty competitive. Are you two pretty competitive?
No, it's just every now and then you look for the wheelbarrow, you know where it is.
Yeah. That's always the way, mate.
You scratch your head for hours thinking, where the bloody hell's that gone? And then you think, oh yeah, he's got it down there, hasn't he?
You know how it is. Yeah, exactly. Oh well, look, dude, I hope you get on okay with everything, and it's good to see you, man. Your prize is going to be out the next few weeks, so thanks for taking part last year in 12 shows of Christmas.
Brilliant. I'll see you later, mate.
See you later, dude. Thanks for calling in, mate.
Bye.
Bye, fella. There we go, Dan from Dan's. I must find out Dan's surname. Dan's Kitchen Allotment. Their kitchen garden allotments, I should say. You can call in too by clicking the link in the description tonight. Everyone, tell me what your New Year's resolution is. It is news night, but I feel like we might spread news night over a couple of nights this week. I've not got no interview tomorrow. Got some great ones coming up. Click the link if you want to call in 0742 357 4520 if you want to call in as well. If you've got a little bit of a chit chat like Dan has. It's a bit gutting, isn't it? It's one of those things. I've not. Maybe I'm lucky. I don't know. I don't know how to say it nicely. I've not experienced, like Dan, I've not experienced the furlough life. Maybe that makes me. I'm probably lucky. It's always, probably lucky. I've not experienced it, but it would be nice. I suppose it would be nice to be able to go down the allotment a lot more. If they do it, if they let you have it, I'm pretty sure they will. Though I'm pretty sure it's going to be classed as exercise. Really good point, though. Like gardening, I see it in news stories all the time. Gardening is the best way to get fit, the best way to exercise. To be fair to me, I have basically moved all my gardening to raised beds, so a little less work. Hashtag lazy gardener, guys. Hashtag lazy gardener. Sure. Here's one man that really enjoyed furlough 2020, as we call it. Hashtag furlough 2020. Is he ready? Hang on a second. He's not on already. He'll be on in a minute. Hang on. He'll be back in a sec. Are you ready? You can't see him. I can see him in the studio. Bit. He's not ready. But yeah, I don't know. I think I might enjoy having like a month in the allotment. Is it? I can't. Let's put him on the screen. I can't work out if he's ready. Hello, he's gone. What happened there? What happened to him? Spend a bit of time. Although I must remember, to be honest with you, that the time of year, we're in January, aren't we? So it's a bit like, what can you really do down there at the moment? I'm not sure. You wouldn't really want to be digging the soil. That's one thing you wouldn't want to be doing. Are you ready? Is he ready? Oh, crikey, unbelievable. What a joke.
Sorry, I had headphones in and all I could hear was this like weird static noise.
Yeah, that's my voice.
No, it wasn't your voice. I know what that sounds like.
How you doing?
Yeah, I'm good. I just realised I haven't got the studio set up in here anymore.
No,
So,
I know. Bad time. Well, obviously we knew it was a real shed, so
yeah,
not a inside the house.
if I sit like that, no one will notice.
I mean, technically, your new shed could also just be in another room. We wouldn't know, would we?
True. Except you helped me build it, so
Oh yeah. Or did I? Did you just pay me to say that?
yeah.
How you doing, dude? What's going down?
I'm good. Well, Boris's news. I don't think it's going to make the blind bit of difference. So move on.
Yeah, not here for the politics, but we all know it. Everyone should be in politics who I was speaking to in the last week or so. That's all the conversation's been. But will it affect you? Will you go back on Friday, mate, or are you gonna stay out there?
I got a feeling I'll be like normal, to be honest. I haven't. I'll find out tomorrow, but I think I'll be working like normal. Because the thing is, the reason I was on fallow for so long last time was that a lot of the restaurants were closed fully.
Right.
Whereas now they've got Wise and they know they can do takeaways. So
That's true.
They'll still be open.
That's true, mate. So no allotment furloughing for you.
No, not this time round. I mean, it might happen. I don't know. We'll find out.
We'll find out. Stay tuned. Mate, New Year's resolutions this year. You talked a bit on the New Year's show about your New Year's resolutions going peat-free. Have you got any more? I mean, peat-free is a big thing anyway. We've talked about it on here before. Have you got any more New Year's resolutions that you're dipping your toe into?
Well, it's what I say every year. I'm going to be tidier. I'm going to be more organised. I'm going to lose weight. And it never happens. I mean, everything, especially with gardening, every year it's moving forward. But I always feel like I start the year, I'm going to do this and I'm going to do that. And then get to about March and I've forgotten all about it.
Yeah.
That's why I've stuck to something that I've said as my New Year's resolution, although I hate that term, but of going peat-free, because that's easily achievable.
Yeah, and it's a good one as well. Like I say, we've talked about it so much. But you know what? It's so funny that I've got some peat-free compost sitting down here that was recently delivered to me.
Yeah,
I won't say the brand of it, but yeah, invaluable source of organic matter. Anyway, it's a total going off subject, but I too, obviously, I'm going peat-free. I've not made a New Year's resolution. I just think it's important, as I'm sure you do.
Yeah, I think it's very important. And the more I've learned about it, the more I've been more convinced that we need to change that up. But at the same time, I was stuck a bit in the old ways where I didn't think that non-peat based composts were any good. Luckily, last year I did an experiment and I proved to myself they are just as good. So
that's it. And so many, mate. I've got my drive-through compost experience. so many different brands as well. So there's no excuse really.
Yeah, I think I personally now am of the belief that peat should just be banned.
Yeah.
Just get rid of it completely. There's no need for it.
I think it's going to get there. I think I did see a few stories. I wasn't going to go into them tonight because it's Pete chat again, and it's not the Pete show. But yeah, there's definitely some progress there. Well, maybe we'll talk about it later in the week.
Yeah. I think we'll get there. But we've got to make the change in our shopping habits for it to become normalised.
Yeah. Well, that's it. Yeah, it's the only way. It's going to happen is if we start buying it, isn't it? So
yeah,
that's the thing. Mate, we just had Dan on a second ago. He wants to. He's one of his things is to lose weight. It's all of us.
Yeah.
Is always advertised as like the big hoo-ha of you can get fit gardening. What do you think? I
think that's the way it's sold. I certainly do think it's good for the heart. They say 30 minutes a day, digging over stuff does the heart the world of good. But does it get you fit? I think it will get you fit, but being fit doesn't necessarily mean you lose weight. And what I mean by that, in my past I was a kickboxer. It's more like that. And when I did my kickboxing, I was competing, and I was training 5 times a week. I was so incredibly fit. But what I was doing back then was watching what I ate, and I ate basically chicken breast with nothing on it and a bit of salad. It was the most boring, horrible food. You really want that burger, something really dirty. But because of that, I never ate it. As soon as I gave up kickboxing, I no longer had that motivation to eat healthy or properly healthy food. Mm-hmm. And that's when I've put on 6 stone since giving up kickboxing. And
you got back into burgers, mate.
Got back into those burgers, and it's all about the food. Now, I do think gardening can provide you with some really good, healthy foods. I won't say anything against that. But at the same time, I like my food, chili sauce, or what else can we have? Something really unhealthy, but we can make jams full of so much sugar, and chutneys full of sugar as well. All really unhealthy, but we tend to make them as part of our gardening thing.
It's the thing to do, isn't it? It's the thing. Well, to be honest, I don't make many, especially after my tomato sauce escapades the other last year. I don't make many chutneys, I'll be honest with you. But yeah, I hear what you're saying. I especially for me, like now everything I've got in raised beds. I don't really have anything in the ground. There's very little digging going on.
Yeah. And a lot of it, I find nowadays, I'm on my knees just picking out weeds, and it's not what I would call exercise in the sense of going running for an hour. Yeah. But that being said, if you are walking a lot, you can, if you walk for 3 hours every day, you will lose weight within a month, and a lot of weight. But who has that much time to spend? But I do think I do want to say that.
One of my things this year is I'm running every single day of 2021.
Every single day of 2021. Mm-hmm. Good luck.
My legs are killing me, but I only just managed to walk down into the shed tonight. But yeah, every day.
I might set up my weight bench again or something and try and do something. But I know for most of it, it's about the food. If you want to lose weight, you've got to monitor what food you're eating.
But that's why allotments must be good, surely, because if you're growing it, you're more likely to eat. I mean, you get a lot of. If you're growing quite a few bits, you get a lot of courgettes for you this year, by the sounds of it.
Yeah, I mean, that all goes well to it, but it's what you do with it. Like I say, the amount of sugar that goes into recipes that you think are healthy but really aren't.
Yeah.
And sugar is probably one of the worst things that a human being can eat. yet it's in so much.
So good. It's so
Yeah,
good, mate.
I know. And like I say, burgers are so good, but absolute crap for you.
Oh, that's it. You said you're going to get a new greenhouse.
No, I'm not getting a new one. I just
Oh, you're going to use your greenhouse more.
well, I use both my greenhouses to the max anyway. Effectively, I'm losing a greenhouse if you think about it. My potting shed, that ugly corrugated iron with large windows,
Which I love.
Yeah, that's going. So I'm losing it.
Mate, if I had a van, I'd come down and pick it up.
It wouldn't be any good.
If it pulled on the way out.
It leaks the polyperspex stuff is so old and brittle, it doesn't really let any good light in anymore.
Oh, well, still, it's a beautiful thing. I know you don't think it. I think it's a piece of art. It takes a while when things, you know me, if things take that long to decompose, it's not the way the word does our body, but slowly, you know, that aging is years in the making, mate. And can't recreate that, mate. Well, you probably could, but you know.
Yeah, no quick way about it.
No, that's it. Dude, happy New Year. I no doubt we'll see you a lot more on the show.
Of course, you know me. I'm always here.
And trial, mate.
Trial.
It wasn't even a thing in the end, but I just loved it.
Yeah, I've got to figure out that bit out. I've got so many screens and stuff, so I've got to do it.
It's like you're running Facebook at that place, mate.
Yeah, I was. I had Boris on one and you on the other.
Unbelievable. Dude, thanks so much. I'll speak to you later.
See you later. Cheers, man.
Bye, fella.
Bye.
Mr. Richard Suggett on the show, everyone. Wow, we are really getting through it tonight. 0742 357 4520. Phone line's a little bit quiet, but also you can click on the link. You may have noticed we are not spotting them. Beddoes will be happy. No dodgy adverts. There might be a few little dodgy adverts coming up. Not tonight. You'll be happy to know. We are not sponsored this year. I like being sponsored. It's quite nice. But doesn't matter. You know, we still got each other. If you want to support the show, there's a link in the comments now. It goes all the way from buying me a cuppa, if you fancy buying me a cuppa, to buying the book. Although I think most of you got the book. Or just literally by sharing the show. If you're a supporter, I know a lot of you are already watching. Support the show anyway, and I really respect that. Don't worry about buying me a cup of tea. I've got plenty of tea bags. But if you just like, share, subscribe, follow, I'd really appreciate it. Just to spread the good Skinny Jean Gardener show around, well, at least part of the UK. I was going to use a terrible example of coronavirus there, but it's probably not the wisest joke to make. Thank you to anyone that just liked and shared just then. I see it pop up on the screen. Much love to you all. Let's see what people are saying in the comments. Wow, tonight's show going really fast. We only do an hour a night now. Oh, an hour a night? Does that mean I get to bed early? Yeah, it does. But also we get some great chat like this. Beto says it's a new potting shed. New problems. I don't think he's in the old potting shed there. Need some peat for the fire. No way. Tried one last night. Oh, tried one last year. Oh, okay. Need some peat free for the fire. Tried one last year and it was a waste of time. Back to old trees and using ash in the garden. I love a good old fire. I've got some wood I want to burn. I was meant to do it over New Year's. It didn't happen. And using that ash, I've saved a lot of it up, to be honest with you. I'm just saving it up. Mackie says, not going to be dissing the Sugmeister anytime soon as an ex-kickboxer. I don't know what kickboxing is. I've only seen a picture of him when he used to be a kickboxer. You won't want to mess with the Suggs, everyone. You won't want to mess with the Suggs. Although he just says, emphasis on X. Too much damage now. It's too much damage because when I met him, gave him the all of that. If you're just tuning in, hello. Right, it is news night tonight. I'm going to get through one story at least tonight. But if you want to call in, 0742 357 4520. Tell me your New Year's resolution. Tell me how your Christmas was. But more about what your New Year's resolution is. Should I say what mine is? Should I tell you? Do you want to know? I did mention it briefly on the New Year's show, but I know it was a 5-hour show, so I'm not saying that any of you would have maybe seen that far in or popped in at that point. But me and Suggs did a great chat on there. It was my New Year's resolution, and I mean I did mention it. I'm going to do a podcast. It's not going to be my main thing I do, but I'm getting into minimalism. Which I wish I had a description. Let me find what description of minimalism. I should know how to say it. What is Googling here? Only because I don't know what it is, but I don't want to describe it awfully. Why is it not typing? Come on. What is minimum? I want to describe it properly, see ya, because Dad the other day, now what are you talking about? Okay, here we go. What is minimalism? Minimalism is all about living with less. This includes less financial burdens such as debt and unnecessary expenses. For many minimalists, the philosophy is about getting rid of excess stuff and living life based on experiences rather than worldly possessions. Now, I know that behind this screen, there is too many tools, too many seeds, too many lawnmowers. We'll talk about it another time. Hang on a second. Someone's rudely interrupted my my New Year's resolution chitter chatter here. It's Mr. Stuart Jackson.
Good evening. I was going to say good morning. It's been one of them days.
Good morning, Mr. Jackson.
Yeah, that's the only time on here. It's term.
How are you, right?
I'm fine. Mate. One day at school and then got 6 weeks off. Yeah.
It's like school holidays again, mate, isn't it?
Never mind. I'm going in tomorrow. Oh no, I've got to go and record some lessons, mate.
What, you're going to be filmed?
I'll be
doing lessons.
Yeah, I'll have to film forest school lessons and gardening and stuff, so they can do it at home.
That'd be interesting.
So show them how to make a paper pot and sow a seed and all sorts of silly things we'll be doing.
Well, that sounds good, man. Like that's a different way of teaching. Is it going to be 6 weeks? Is that how long they're going to be off?
Till half term in February.
I don't know if I can do it again, Stu. I don't know if I can do it.
I know exactly. No, positivity, Bell, please. Positivity, Bell. I didn't mean to depress you, mate.
We can do it, mate. It's fine. It's a bit of a weird start to the year. You must have. I mean, I know your New Year's resolution is to grow more veg. I did think you did well last year, mate. Growing veg.
Yeah.
Have you got any?
Yeah,
other
I reckon I'm going to double tables. I think.
I'm sorry. What?
Double table. I'm going to have 2 tables out selling plants this year. 1,500 is a conservative estimate. That's a conservative estimate.
Go higher, mate. Go higher.
I want to go higher. I want to go to 2 grand.
Let's do it. I'll tell you what.
Well, go on.
I can't speak to Sugger, but I'm sure we'll be up for it. But this year we're going to do another 24-hour live, and as one of
sounds really good.
As one of the charities, we'll make sure that yours is one of them.
Oh, mate, that'd be amazing.
So we'll bump that up, mate.
I can get you a couple
Let's go.
of interviewers. It's so easy to make money. Like we've all did it this year. We've all sowed loads and loads of seeds and ended up with far too much. You know, just stick it outside and put a box, even if it's for your school or for the church or for whoever you want, the scouts. Just put a box out there. People will donate.
Mm-hmm. Definitely.
You know, just do it.
One of the great things I saw.
You
Stu,
did well. Get rid of. Go on.
No, hang on, mate. You were about to say I did well at something. If you're going to praise me, then I'll let you speak.
No, you did. You got rid of a lot of your seeds, didn't you? To your local community.
I did, and it went down really well. People still come up to me now and say, "Oh, thanks for those seeds," which was quite nice. People were actually picking up, and I don't know if what they were going to do with them. They're probably going to hand them out this year, like literally armfuls of them. It was crazy.
Yeah, but it's helping, isn't it? It makes you feel good when people take stuff away and get, you know, it's like your lawnmowers and your tools that you don't want. Just put them on Free Cycle or your local Facebook group or whatever. They will go.
Yeah, I'd say. I mean, I mentioned this the other day, right? Just briefly, and the next thing I know, all these family members started popping up, saying, "Oh, you got too many lawnmowers?" I'm like, "Yeah, I mean, I have, sure." And then I'm everyone's best friend all of a sudden. So now I feel like Chris Tarrant. I'll give away lawnmowers to anyone I like.
They all want the robotic though, don't they?
They're not going to get it. They're not going to get it.
No, but it's right. There's loads of people out there started gardening, and like Olive School, they might need some tools. You know, things. That's the way to look at it. If you're not going to use it, let somebody else that will use it.
Yeah, well, like I say, this year, I was just before you called in. My New Year's resolution is to become a minimalist. Have you heard of this term before, Stu?
I have, but I'm not one of them. I'm like Sugget. I'm a hoarder.
Well, I am a hoarder that doesn't want to be a hoarder. So what I'm doing is I'm gonna get rid of a lot of my stuff that I don't use, basically. So
Taxi?
not the taxi. I love the taxi. That's never going anywhere. I mean more like tools, and if I've got too many seeds, or I'm basically doing it with my personal life, but also bringing it into my gardening life as well. So I'm going to document my journey.
I think me and Suggs might have to join you because I think we're the same. I've got 5 rakes.
5?
Yeah. I lost my dad a couple of years ago, and I just emptied his shed and put it into my shed.
I mean, there is that.
3
I mean,
lawnmowers last year.
3?
Yeah, but I've only got one now. The one I won off you. It'll fly now.
Well, that's good. It's hard, isn't it? Like I've got tools from like my granddad or my nan. I've got a few tools from her, and some of them have like real. But then I'm like, then I've got them, and I don't want to use them because I don't want to break them. And then I'm like, well, what are they? Hard one, isn't it?
Oil the handles, clean them out of work. They will last forever.
That is also a good point. One of the things, this is totally off tangent, but one of the things I opened once was a garden shop, just selling tools and seeds. The seeds went down really well, but the tools not so much. And that is because how often do you go out and buy a spade?
And the ones you buy now are rubbish compared to what your granddad had or your nan had.
Good point. Very good point. You might have to spend a little bit to get some decent ones.
Yeah.
But anyway, hopefully I'll give away some new gardeners and some people around me and some maybe I'll get surprised on here. I don't know. I'll have to have a little sort out. But yeah.
I know there's a good podcast about cleaning your tools on somebody else's site. I won't mention his name again.
Don't bother. We know. I'll do my own. I'll do it. I'll do a whole talk on it, so no one has to go and listen to his.
Yeah, that was a hard decision today, wasn't it, to put it off till September?
I think it is probably the right. My biggest problem was that I knew that we were going to lock down. We were filming a mid-January at Olive School, and for safety and everything, we're just not going to do it. It just can't be done, basically. So instead of being behind on filming and doing everything and launching totally the wrong time, it's just better to put it back to September. It's horrible. I don't really like doing it because because I was so excited about it over Christmas. But what can you do, man? We're just good things come to those who wait.
Yeah, my boss did say if you want a promotional video done of how schools should do it, she's more than happy to do one for you.
Yeah, we will get around to that. Definitely, that'd be awesome. 100%.
She's better than me. I talk for England, but she can talk for she can talk for the world. That woman, as you know.
Don't I know it exactly?
Yeah,
have a good week, man. Yeah, because we're only on for an hour now, so
Ian can phone in for the last 9 minutes.
Yeah, we'll see. Thanks, dude. I'll speak to you later.
All right, take care, mate. Bye.
Bye, mate. Bye. All the VIPs calling in tonight. If you want to be a VIP, you can. Where are the VIP cards tonight? I've got to send some of these out over the next. I mean, that's essential, isn't it? VIP cards. If you call in, you can become a VIP. We've still got about 40 left. May have over-ordered. I'm glad I didn't order 100. You become a VIP. Come on the show as much as you want. Come promote what you want. Come say hello and all that. I got a text through during that chat with Mr. Jackson. Thanks, Stu. Thanks. I've had a total wank. Dan. Thanks, Suggs. Garden centres will stay open in lockdown. Just found the official document. Thank you to who is this? That I can't. Oh, I think it's Mr. Mackey. Thanks so much for that. Just coming through. Anyway, I'm not going to look at it all, but garden centres can stay open, everyone, which is good. I mean, it's January, isn't it? So I'm not sure how busy it'll be. I went to a garden centre over the winter period. It was pretty quiet, actually, but here he is. Did you just text me, Mackie?
I did, mate. I did.
How are you, right?
Sort me, what do I have to do to get there?
Oh, you take your time. He's gone. He's gone. He might be back. Hopefully he'll be back. Everyone, final 8 minutes of the show tonight. Thanks so much, everyone. It's been fun, isn't it? It's gone so quick, though. Only hour shows this week. We are 5 days a week. We'll move those news stories over to tomorrow. Thanks so much for your New Year's resolutions. Great to hear from you all tonight. We might get Mackie just before the end of the show once he sorts his camera out. We'll move those news stories to tomorrow. But yeah, New Year's resolution. I hardly talk about minimalism really, but we might chat about it a little bit after this with Mr. Mark Mackey. Hello.
Yeah, sorry, mate. I'm shutting one down and closing one up. I'm still not quite there. Yeah, how you doing? Happy New Year, mate.
Happy New Year. Actually, I think you might be the first person I've said Happy New Year to, apart from us saying it at the start of the show. No one said Happy New Year to me. So, what day is it? Day 4?
Well, I think it's going to be a good year. It's okay. We've got a lockdown, but it's better to have a lockdown in January, probably going on to February, and then it starts to open up again as spring comes. And I've just been sort of Googling frantically to see if they're shutting garden centres, and the document was published 4th of January, which is today, literally a few hours ago, and garden centres are staying open. Now, that could be great. Garden centres are so good at social distancing. They've got massive amounts of space. They're great for people having an interest in the outside world, in growing your own and all that sort of thing. I'm quite optimistic for this year. I think because garden centres did so well last year, and we've got a whole new generation of people wanting to garden. It's going to be good, I think.
I think so. Also, this year, Mackie, we've got. I have got myself in the mindset that I won't be going on holiday this year. I'm sure a lot of other people probably won't be going on holiday, which means they'll be staycation and at home more likely. Which means they'll be spending more time in their gardens, which means more gardening, mate.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, and so it's at least we've got a bit of light at the end of the tunnel now. And, we just got to get through the cold winter months. Lots of duvet days, lots of, just staying inside, which is not a difficult thing to do in January, February. And, if you get some nice weather this year as well, which I think with the old global warming, we're pretty much guaranteed to get come the weather warming up. It could be a great year.
Yeah, definitely, dude. New Year's resolutions for you, Mr. Mark Mackey?
Just getting out, exercising a bit more. I mean, I've put on a bit of weight over Christmas, and my little boy Maverick, now he's got bigger. I used to put him on a front carrier and go for a walk every day up to the nature reserve up the road, and that was so good for me. I'm really missing just that daily walk. But now I'm going to have to put him in a pram because he's just too heavy to carry. It's not. I could carry him, but apparently it's not good for his legs and things because they get pulled into a weird position. Literally, this has been a game changer around here because about 3 weeks ago, he made his first tentative steps between one person and another, only about 2 feet apart.
Oh, wow.
Today, he's sprinting. Literally, he is running around the house. We went out and got him his first pair of shoes just before 4 or 5 days ago because we knew kind of lockdown was coming. But he's going to be running up the blinking road soon. He's just developed so quickly. It's amazing.
Well, that'll keep you fit.
Yeah, definitely.
Also, not only is it good for him not to be in that carrier, mate, it's good for your back for him not to be in that front carrier.
Well, it was doing me good because it sorted my posture out because you had to put your posture up and walk really strong. So I think I'm going to get one of those exercise things, which are just basically rubber bands that you hang up and you can sort of pull from either side and you can put them all over the place. My wife's brother is a personal trainer amongst other things, and I asked him about them the other night. He said they're really good, so I'm going to put them up in the office so I'll be able to just at least do something whatever the weather. But little and often exercise works well for me.
It sounds like, mate, this time next year we'll all be buff and showing off our muscles on stream.
Well, I'll see you at BBC Gardeners World Live, and we can see how good we look. Hey, definitely, arm wrestle. We got a little podium at the front of the stand.
We'll make it happen.
Okay.
Dude, thanks so much. I'll speak to you later, mate.
Okay, take care, mate. Bye-bye.
Cool indeed. There we go, Mr. Mackin. Great to see everyone tonight. Thanks so much, everyone. So is Olive going to be at home every day? Every single day, Beddoes. Every single day for the next 6 weeks. I need that extra hour tonight to compute that. Every single day. 2 more minutes of the show left tonight. Thanks so much, everyone that's called in. I should mention that we are doing the tin to win. Look, I don't know what the prize is going to be yet. But everyone that's called in tonight, tin to win, name goes in the hat. At the end of the month, we'll be putting out a name, and someone will win from the tin to win. I thought I'd carry it over from 12 shows of Christmas, and I don't know what the prize is going to be yet. I'm going to sort that out over the month. So, but call in throughout the week to take part in that. Thanks so much once again. Get a greenhouse, says Beddoes. And this is a nice one from. I would like to thank Mark for his support and prizes. Happy New Year, Mark. Yeah, Mark's been so great over 12 shows of Christmas last year. I'll be emailing him tomorrow with all the people to get those prizes out this year. But yeah, Mark, thanks so much for all your support on 12 shows of Christmas. Fine. Hold on a second. Right. Hold on a second. Right. Thanks so much once again.
Hello.
Right, can I just say something? We're only doing 8 till 9 this year.
Oh, right. Okay. But I just needed to. I've had confirmation from 10 Downing Street in the last hour to say that allotments are still being classed as exercise. You can still go to your plot, but all communal spaces on allotments will be closed from Wednesday morning.
Can you say that last bit again because you cut out a little bit?
All communal spaces on allotments, such as shops or HQs where you can go make a cup of tea, will be closed from Wednesday morning. But allotments are still classed as exercise.
There we go, mate. I thought it would be
Sean
the case
Tim
with
Cameron, 10 Downing Street, London.
Thanks, Sean. I accidentally pressed the button to leave the studio. Thanks, Sean. Thanks, Sean James Cameron, for that information there. Live from 10 Downing Street. We started from 10 Downing Street, and Sean is brilliant, says Ian Bellows. Not so sure about that. That is brilliant. Thanks, Sean, for that breaking news. Thanks, everyone that's called in tonight. Like I say, if you want to support the show, then whack it in the comments. But share the stream, share the show. That would mean more than anything than our brand new T-shirts that are available right now. Guys, thanks so much. It's great to be back. 2021. We may be in lockdown, but I for sure I'm still rocking on the stream. See you tomorrow.
This is a Sunday Gardener Dotson.